Elon Musk. This is a very, very, very interesting fellow, and that's to say the least. And what I like to do now is evaluate. Let us take a look at Elon Musk, okay? We're going to look at how he made his money and how he rose to stardom in the financial and investment world, and how at this particular time now, he is, his back's up against the wall. But this man is now getting to the point where he's getting into the soothsaying business, okay? Where he's starting to sell fantasy and hope. But that does not undermine the fact that he is indeed a modern-day genius. Right, wrong, or indifferent. And we've analyzed him in our ASK THE WIZ Wealth Institute virtual trade room and in some of the other classes that I've taught. But I want to go over Elon Musk. Notwithstanding that now he's behind the 8 ball, but you can look at his life as a point of inspiration for you as you obtain and maintain your economic liberation. All right? Now, a kid that everyone dismisses as a regular daydreamer can change the world with their unconventional ideals. It's even possible for the child who is obsessed with space travel and other crazy thoughts to turn these dreams into reality. Entrepreneur and billionaire Elon Musk is the embodiment of this type of dreamer. He took the electric cars and space travel he imagined as his child and is working towards making those dreams become a reality. Tesla is now a nearly $43 billion company, and SpaceX stock could one day be the next hot IPO. It is nearly certain that Musk takes this same forward-looking approach when investing his own money. I'm very curious about the latest positions taken by this business genius and sometime part-time soothsayer, especially with all the recent publicity on SpaceX. Let me tell you a little bit about Elon Musk. Let's go back and look at his history, which is his story, and how he made his fortune. Now, Elon Musk was born in Australia back in 1971, and he hit the global wealthy list in 1999 with the sale of his first company, which was known as Zip2. And he sold Zip2 to Compaq for $307 million, of which Elon Musk received only $22 million because the company had a lot of debt. Now, rather than relax on the beach for the rest of his life, he used this money, talking about that $22 million, to pursue his dreams of changing the world. He turned into a venture capitalist, plunging millions into other far-out ideals of the time. Now, of that $22 million, $10 million went into a company called X.com. Okay? And this is a company that engages in payments, and it has essentially nothing more than a payment website that later rebranded itself as PayPal. This investment proved to be a monster of an investment for Elon Musk, and PayPal was bought out by eBay for $1.5 billion in 2002. Elon Musk's 12% share in the company earned him $165 million. Still not content to sit around, Musk poured money into a variety of moonshot-type futuristic ventures. Several of these investments became multi-billion-dollar companies. Perhaps the most well-known of these is the popular and revolutionary electric car company, Tesla. Now, when Musk founded Tesla back in 2003, he suffered through a period of public disbelief and even mockery by some in the investment community. Very few trusted that Tesla would gain traction, let alone become a driving force in the automobile industry. Okay? The truth is, Tesla struggled at first, even flirting with bankruptcy in 2007, but was able to raise enough equity to survive via a seed round of financing. And thanks to Musk's passion and ability to keep the company afloat during tough times, He was named CEO of the company in 2008. And over the next few years, thanks to an intense research and development effort, Tesla launched its first electric vehicle to great fanfare. The stock surged even higher, turning Musk into a multi-billionaire. Maintaining his optimistic vision, he has stated that Tesla would eventually boast the same market cap as Apple. Now today, Apple market cap is greater than $734 billion, whereas Tesla remains at a still impressive $42 billion. Now let's take a look at Elon Musk's portfolio today. In 2015, Musk also owned about a 22% stake in Tesla, worth over $6 billion. And almost unbelievably, Tesla is now the third largest auto manufacturer in the United States, only beaten by Ford and General Motors, with a market cap of close to $40 billion. Can you believe that, Tesla? And that's not his only successful holding. In 2013, he spun off Solar City, an energy service provider, into an independent, publicly traded company. The original split gave Musk just about 22% ownership in Solar City, with 21 million shares. Now, while Elon is ramping up his holdings in Tesla, he is cutting back on his holdings in Solar City. And in 2013, his portfolio was approximately 72.4% in Tesla to 27.6% in Solar City. Now, this changed radically to 85% in Tesla and 15% in Solar City by 2014. And according to my research, in 2015, the split became much deeper as Tesla made up 91.6% of Elon Musk's holdings and just 8.4% for Solar City. Now, SpaceX, we must talk about now. Now, SpaceX has renewed the excitement around Musk in recent years because people were starting to get real PO'd with regards to Elon Musk and his inability to make money. He's bringing in a lot of money through being a soothsayer and selling tickets, okay, wolf tickets, but he ain't making no money, okay? So, SpaceX has renewed the excitement around Musk in his recent years. He's got something else shiny to present to the public. The first private company to launch a rocket into Earth's orbit. The private company is officially named Space Exploration Technologies and is estimated to be worth $12 billion if the IPO were held today. Now, in typical Musk fashion, he stated that SpaceX is like special forces. We do the missions that others think are impossible. We have goals that are absurdly ambitious by any reasonable standard, but we're going to make them happen, end quote. Elon Musk. You see, family members and listeners alike, this is the dossier of an avant-garde thinker that is getting a little bit too far out in front of himself. You can sell and run game for a period of time. If you're an individual running a company, or you are government officials running a country, aka Greece, but sooner or later, the chickens are going to come home to roost. You got to pay your bills, and you got to make money. Elon has been able to present things that are shiny, things that get people's excitement revved up. But at the end of the day, there's no loyalty in the capitalistic system. There's no loyalty in investors. At the end of the day, they want to get PAID. And now, he's hanging his hat on SpaceX. But people haven't forgotten Tesla. And people haven't forgotten Solar City. Family members, let us continue to monitor Elon Musk. You cannot deny the fact that the man is indeed a genius. But what is now sad is that he's going around now and he's come off his throne and he's now hawking his ideals like a common circus buffoon going here, there, yonder, trying to get any ear that, by the way, has a hefty wallet to listen and cut him a check. Because listen to me closely, very closely, family members. His wealth is directly tied to the success of Solar City, the success of Tesla. He's a billionaire on paper per the company stock. But as the stock falls, so does his wealth. As the stock diminishes in value, so does his wealth. And that's why Elon, mark my word, will be pushing the hype of his next shiny thing, which is SpaceX. And he will indeed be pushing it out there to fund himself and his other projects. He needs another large stock position in another publicly traded company. And that company is going to be SpaceX. Elon Musk,
when I was a kid growing up,
his own Superman.
I was invincible, indestructible.